Hello, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today in this video lecture we'll be solving this problem number of islands. So in this problem we are given a m cross n 2D binary grid named grid, which represents a map of ones and zeros. We have to return the number of islands. So what is a island? It is an area surrounded by water and is formed by connecting adjacent lands. So 1 represents land and 0 represents water. So island is nothing but connected adjacent ones, horizontally or vertically. We may assume all four edges of the grid are all surrounded by water. Okay. So how we'll be solving this problem? Let's first understand it. So here we have a grid. Ones represent the land, zeros represent the water. So what we will be doing is we want to count the number of lands here. So first land is this, the second is this, and the third is this. So these are adjacent connected ones. This is adjacent connected one, this is adjacent connected one. So we have to count these ones. We have 1, 2 and 3. So the answer is 3, right? So how we will be solving this problem? To solve this problem we can use DFS strategy. So what is there in DFS? So we have a DFS function. This DFS function basically involves traversing all of the cells which contains 1. So we can modify the usual DFS on grid to just traverse those cells which are which contains 1. So like here in this case we have ones. We can start the DFS from the first cell. So this DFS will, and then we'll move to the left, we'll move down. So we can see that we have an adjacent cell to the left of the current cell, so we traverse this. Then here we have an adjacent cell to the below the current cell, then we have 1. Then we have an adjacent cell to the right of it which contains 1. So now we have our island here. Okay, then we move to the next cell. All of these 4 cells are traversed in one shot. So in single DFS traversal the island is covered. Then we move here, then we move here, 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 right here, then here. We are just skipping the cells which contains water. Then we get here, then we find a cell here which contains 1, right, and we traverse it. Then we move again here, 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 then we move here, then here, and so on. So here we count one more island and here we count another island, right? So we contain 1, 2, 3. So the answer becomes 3, right? So in this fashion we will be traversing the given islands, right? So now what is the strategy to solve this problem? The strategy is simple. We have explained we have to use TFS. Let's just jump to the code implementation part. So here is the code implementation part. We have our number of islands function. Let's find the dimensions of the given grid. Grid 0 dot size -1 1 0 0 v2 0 0 -1 1. Iterate over all the cells. First if the current cell does not contain any, if the current cell contains 1 and If the current cell is unvisited, if it contains false, then we would be calling this TFS function for the given cells. Then we'll put in visited, then grid, increment the answer by 1, and finally return the answer. Fine. So in this fashion we will be having our thing, right? Then here in the how do we find this function DFS function? So let's calculate the dimensions. Grid dot size, grid dot size, grid 0 dot size. Then here in the DFS, what we will be having, we will be okay, we would need these vectors here in this DFS function, and then what we will be doing is we will be traversing for the 4 directions and find the new row, which is r plus v1I, new column, which is c plus v2I. Then if it contains 1 and it is not visited, then we will be performing the DFS recursively, and that's all. So we have our DFS here, and that's all we have to do. Okay, so that's all. We'll see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.